Watercooler. Watercooler.
Hey, welcome back to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. We missed you. Hey, boo. What?
I didn't like whatever Matt just did with his finger.
Just trying to mix it up. Sorry, go, Chris, go.
Well, anyway, you know how the show goes. I, Chris Locks, want to kick it with my curl digital buds in their fingers, and Kaylin and Gary and Matt. All right, here we go. You know, let me introduce everybody. Let's start all the way in NoHo, CA. We got Mike Dawson in the house.
Hey, what's up? I'm doing something with my finger.
Yeah. You were. Yeah, let's. Kalen's up next. And all the way also in NoHo, CA, it's Kalen Bean with his finger. Did the exact same thing as Dawson.
Is going on? Changed it up. What are you talking about?
He changed it up a little.
You thought I was doing the same thing. No,
you started.
I'm expecting graphics.
I was going with Matumbo. I thought you're gonna wag no. And then all the way in OCCA, it's Gary Smith.
So what's up?
No finger from Gary. And then all the way in Austin. On all the way in Austin TX, it's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Oh, all the fingers
for days.
Dang, dude.
All the fingers.
Matt's fingers were very excited. All right, well, look. We got a lot of show today. Matt has a Shay. Kalen has a huge order update, he told me. So I'm excited for that. And, yeah, look, we got comments. We got all the usual seggies. I am fresh off my first Father's Day. And, man, I didn't think I'd care. Didn't think I'd care. Woke up to a card written by my son. I don't even know. I didn't think he could write, but it said to Dad, and it was written in first person by him.
That's a talented kid right there.
He's a genius. He's a freaking genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius. Wrote in all caps.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a golf card.
He knows his capital letters. He chose all caps.
I know. I don't think he knows lowercase yet.
Talk to him when he starts writing in cursive.
Yeah. It said
no one
to Dad.
Do that anymore, Matt. They don't teach.
Calligraphy out of the womb.
Cursive is kind of going away, isn't it?
My teenage nephew does not know how to write cursive or read it for that matter.
I learned how to write cursive, and I no longer know how to do it.
Your signature must be in cursive.
I'm like
Kalen.
Billy.
No, there's some letters in there that, yeah.
I'm like
a
Billy
lot of it
Madison.
is basic.
I'm fine unless you want me to start using Z.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple letters in there that is not going to fly.
Yeah, Z's are tough. Yeah, no Z's. I lose a letter. It's like I can only use a Hawaiian alphabet when I write in cursive.
I think the S is a little funky.
I try not to lose sleep over my Z's.
You're pretty close, Dawson. That was funny, Matt.
Yeah,
close.
What Dawson just did with his finger is pretty close.
Yeah, well, Dawson would know. I mean, Dawson learned cursive. I learned cursive. I actually do know how to write.
It's been a long time since I've written a
forgot.
Z in cursive, though. I mean, I guess my shorthand is kind of cursive. Yeah, there you go.
That looks pretty close, Chris.
But yeah, I will just in cursive write a Z and then keep going.
Just write the letter and then do that loopy on the bottom, and then you can connect it. And then there you go. Yeah.
Right. So the cursive is gone. Kaylin, is your signature in cursive?
No, it might no.
You print out name when you sign.
It's really hard
to
do that
either. It's like it's a scribble. It's a scribble. It's nothing.
It's hard to write in cursive if you're using crayon.
That is true. Not recommended.
You know, I feel like that's generally what Kalen's carrying around.
I do always have a crayon on me, just in case I need to write my signature down.
Yeah, signatures are going away too, right? I mean, we all have nobody even really looks at them anymore. Are they verified?
No, they still definitely need signatures for a lot of things.
They're going but e-signatures are a thing. Like I literally just said, click a box. Like, you sign this if you click this box, and I'll click it, and all of a sudden this document's valid.
I don't like that. I'm okay with when you take the signature that you have in your computer and you put it on a PDF so it still looks like your signature, but the one where you just type out Gary Smith and that's the same as a signature. It's no, it's not.
I don't.
Maybe this is just
great.
This may be me being a half glass half full kind of guy, but I like to think I've never signed a signature in my entire life. I have, however, given thousands of autographs. I'll let myself out. I'll let myself out.
I'm with Dawson on this one. You
Is there a delay? Is there a delay? What's happening? What's happening?
I'm with Gary. It feels weird, but at the same time, it's so freaking convenient. So I don't know. I'm a little torn. I love just clicking yes, and then I can just move on with my life. But anyway,
And Matt, for the record, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you've signed more signatures than any of us, and most of them fraudulent.
That's true. That is
You
definitely
signed a lot of
true.
signatures. They just weren't yours.
I don't know. Matt also signed an NDA, guys. So let's keep moving on. All right. So,
I definitely did not. Definitely did not.
all right. So anyway, I got this card. It's beautiful. It was homemade. Everything from the cover to cover. So the front said "Simply Put."
How many macaroni noodles?
0. It's this. As I said, he's a genius. My kid's a genius.
Professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a,
So he if there were macaroni noodles on there, they would be perfectly al dente. That's how good he is. So if the it's a Simply Put.
That makes for
2
bad
Ts.
art, dude. That makes for bad art.
Al dente
You need
macaroni art.
completely dry pasta for the macaroni art.
Running
dude.
ink.
We don't know that. We don't
Can't
know
have
that.
Al dente fucking pasta. That does not work.
We don't
You
know
need
that.
glue if it's al dente.
The thing
It'll just
is,
stick.
the thing is, all the kids only use macaroni in the hard version because they don't know how to cook it al dente, so they can't use it for their art. But they should be cooking that pasta.
Boo.
Poo. So it said "Simply Putt" with 2 T's. You're the best at ever, and there's a picture of putting green, golf related, wonderful. Inside footprint, like
is pretty
dipped in
clever.
the ink. I was like, you dipped your own foot
Yeah.
in ink.
I did all
And
that.
really wonderful letter,
great.
dude. Tears came down. Tears just came flowing. It was pretty impactful, and I was not expecting that. And then I finally realized that Jen may have been a part of it, so it's fine.
What?
It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
No.
Geez, and then I thought, okay, I gave Jen a Mother's Day card. I went to the store and got it, opened it up in the car, just wrote HMD and put it in the envelope and gave it to her, and it's just like she's not the same. Like I feel like I got shown up here. Gary talks. What say you?
I'm surprised that you got anything if you, in fact, did what you suggested for Mother's Day. That's pretty funny.
Well, I had to be quick on my feet. It was a last minute thing just because I can't really get away. I was during paternity leave, so I couldn't really get away and figure something out on my own if she didn't know what I was up to. So had to be quick, discreet. Gave her the card. She loved it. All right, and then so lately though, when I've been changing him, I realized he's been screaming bloody murder, and I don't really know what to do about that. Like straight up, like bloody murder, as if he is seeing or being a part of the bad part of a murder. Like just straight up shrieks, shrill, and I'm just like looking at him, just dude,
Is it
stop
night?
being night.
Almost like one of his friends forced him to watch a horrible movie from movie night.
Yeah, he maybe is a similar
like
trauma.
That was a jab.
But I was thinking
Just
because
wait
I was
till he's
like,
got a
when is the
diaper rash to
screaming
go along with
happening?
it.
when I change him, like
What's Galen?
literally when I
Sorry,
put
what?
him down, I take off the diaper and he's like, nah! Like, and just goes nuts, right? I'm thinking,
When you
dude,
take off the diaper,
He likes his diaper.
he likes his
he
diaper.
could be a never nude.
He could be. Oh my gosh, I have a never nude.
I mean, just
There are
think
dozens
about
of
it.
them. Yeah. So but I was thinking because I was like, dude, you're being so dramatic. You need to chill out.
Yeah. What a baby.
Mhm.
What a baby! What a freaking baby! But then I thought,
Yeah. Just call it like it is.
this very well could be the worst moment of his life, and maybe it is warranted. Like this, because he's only been alive for a little over a month, so this could be, to his memory, the single worst moment of his life. And then it made me feel better, and I let him scream.
Huh.
'Cause-
Well, he did get circumcised, right?
yeah, he didn't remember that, but yeah, that was definitely.
yeah.
I know the worst moment of his life.
Okay.
But I think he has already lost that memory. Thank God. Let's never remind him of that again, Kalen. All right, so let's see. So we got Clement, we got a Shea. I mean, we got a lot of Seggies. Why don't we kick it off with some Clement? You guys down?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks,
except aren't
guys.
we-
Here we go.
I got 5 minutes, by the way, but let's do it.
You know, Caitlin,
I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here for the whole show tomorrow. We can. Oh, okay.
Let's play quarter.
Sorry, quick epic quarter update from Caitlin.
Epic quarter update. It is the state. I've only gotten one state quarter in the last week, and it is the state of Pennsylvania.
Hey.
That's a repeat.
All right. Well, good job, Pennsylvania. I mean, they're still celebrating from the time they got picked the first time. So,
Yeah.
how'd you get this
I don't know.
quarter, Caitlin? How'd you obtain this quarter?
Pennsylvania's a commonwealth, by the way.
I got this quarter today. Earlier today, I had no quarter update as of today, but I was
You must have
passing
been
by.
You
sweating.
still have no quarter update. There's zero quarter update, and yet you stopped comments to give us a non-quarter update.
I said we could table it. I actually got it from a great breakfast burrito place down in Los Alamitos that I
Well,
think Gary
now
and Chris
there
are
you
very
go,
familiar
dude.
with, called Nick's Deli.
Oh,
Yes, that's where I got my
Alright,
Pennsylvania
yeah,
today.
Okay.
I feel like a couple quarters have come from Nick's Deli. I feel like they're a major supplier to this segment. They may as well sponsor it.
You know what? I actually stopped getting their breakfast burritos a little while ago because I was getting frustrated. It was the pastrami sandwich I got from there today that gave me this quarter. But in terms of the breakfast burritos, yeah, I don't get them from there much anymore.
Why?
What
Because
frustrated
when you
you?
finally got your appetite back in the hospital, you ate like 9 of them.
I did. I ate all of the burritos. No, what? It's very dependent on their salsa. They got a really good salsa, but they don't put the salsa in the burrito. They kind of give it to you on the side. And I really like it when they mix the salsa into the burrito. So I call ahead and I ask them to mix the salsa into the burrito, and they're usually like 1 in 5 in which they will actually do that. The other 4 times I will go to bite into my burrito and there is no salsa in it, and it frustrates me and gets me sad. So I didn't want that sadness in my life
Gets you
anymore. So I had to
sad.
cut them out. I had to look elsewhere for my burritos.
Hey, you know, it's not as bad as telling the server that you want one thing at a time before ordering your next course. So that
What's wrong
I
with
will.
I feel like it's a reasonable request. I don't know why they just don't do it.
Yeah,
They I mean, that's a pretty legendary place.
It's yeah. And when they do
They got
do
their
it,
way.
it is-
They do. Yeah, they have a
it's
certain way of
fantastic.
doing things. They don't want to be interrupted.
Hey Matt,
Well-
don't try to piggyback on Kalen saying his request is reasonable, because his is. Yours isn't.
Yeah, I do love those breakfast burritos. I actually made some breakfast tacos this morning in honor of Matt.
Oh, really? What was the breakfast meat that you put in it?
Sausage.
Good call.
Yeah,
Solid.
sausage, eggs, hash browns cooked in the air fryer, extra crispy.
Cheese?
Yeah, there's some cheese.
All right.
Salsa.
Salsa, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah, I really
talking.
left out a lot of ingredients there, but yes, all of the above. And
What kind of tortilla are we talking?
flour, the smaller flour ones.
Okay, taco size.
Yeah, taco
You
size
had
flour.
soft
tortillas.
tacos.
Yeah.
You had
Breakfast-
soft taco breakfast tacos,
Hmm?
which
What?
essentially means you had breakfast burritos, but you don't know how to fold the burrito.
I had a
It's
mini breakfast
deconstructed
burrito.
breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
A deconstructed
Deconstructed,
breakfast
that's right.
Basically
burrito.
what it
There you go.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Why
I would
would I-
also argue that if he ate hard breakfast tacos, I would call that monstrous.
Yeah, I've
me
never
too.
heard of a crispy breakfast taco.
Yeah,
That
that's not okay. It's not how we do it.
I mean, it might be. I'm intrigued
That'd
now.
be so good, dude. I'm totally fucking down with a crispy breakfast taco.
I know you
Big
are.
time.
I've seen you eat plenty of
super
crispy
good.
tacos, but anyway,
Yeah.
I did enjoy it, and I thought of Matt. So you at least have that, Matt. Anytime I look at breakfast taco, you will come to
Oof.
my mind.
At
That's a lot
least
of
I
pressure.
have that.
That's
Really hanging on by a thread here, but at least I've got that.
at least you can count on that. All
Yep.
right. I mean, yeah, there's a lot to be down about, but that hopefully could be a little bit of light in your life.
Well,
all right.
Speaking of being down, I don't mean to let you all down, but I gotta go.
All right,
I was-
Casey.
See you,
I was
buddy.
putting
See you
in some
tomorrow.
comments.
I'll see you tomorrow,
Patreon.com.
guys.
/
See you,
Watercooler.
dude.
There you go.
Galen.
We'll have outros too, by the way. If you sign up to that feed.
Yeah. Bye, Kaylin. Oh, he already left.
Hey,
All right.
look how much bigger we are on the screen.
Look at that. Yeah. Now we can start the show for real. I wasn't even recording. I was just
Yeah,
humoring
I-
him.
Good call.
All right, here we go, guys.
Watercooler.
Wah, wah. I'm just kidding. So let's see. Let's do some comments. I play the full intro. So let's hear it. All right, and these are all comments found in our Facebook group. First off, I want to thank those who have joined the Facebook group for joining. It's a fun place. It's my favorite place on the internet. Great community. And if you're not a part of this, you gotta be. So just sign up for Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, then you just go to this URL, facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in, and you can join in on the fun. All right. So this first comment, this is a post from Chris Januzzi. Like that last name. He says, I bumped into Ray Oldhofer at the U.S. Open on Sunday, ironically in the Amex hospitality tent. I miss Ray. I haven't talked about
this. That's just, it sounds fantastic. Like, that's a great setting to bump into Ray Oldhofer.
U.S. Open, that's tennis?
Oh, well, it's
this tennis. It was this weekend.
They do have one, but no.
Yeah, in this case, it's golf. And
Gotcha.
yeah. And
this is ironic because it's ironic because you're more likely to find Ray in the hospital tent.
Yes,
it's
you
not
would think.
Ironic. It's unironic.
So Matt, this U.S. Open was held at the L.A. Country Club in like Beverly Hills. It's tucked away, but supposedly this land is like the second most valuable piece of land in the country, only second to Central Park.
Hold on. Yeah.
Is that not right?
It's supposed to be. That is right. I was going to see if anyone could guess, but that is right. It's apparently worth $8 billion. So the property taxes on that should be several $100 million a year, but these rich folk have figured out a way to only pay $220,000 in taxes each year. The new member fee, an annual membership fee, $250,000. So one member is covering their taxes.
Bam.
Loophole. Yeah. So it's very prestige. Like it's really they have a lot of rules. You walk in there, you can't be wearing shorts, Matt. So sorry, you already can't get in.
Well, fuck me. What if it's above 72 degrees?
Doesn't
what
matter.
are you supposed to do?
Doesn't matter.
Stay your rich ass home. You ain't going to the fucking club.
Damn.
No shirts, no phones. You can't.
At least they didn't have those rules for the U.S. Open.
Yeah, they didn't. I know that was nice. Like they opened it up to the public, but I guess like the golfers were mad because it wasn't. It still didn't have that atmosphere, and it was still a little too hoity-toity. And I guess a lot of the members bought a bunch of the tickets so it wouldn't be overcrowded.
Really?
There's like 9,000
Really?
tickets a day, and like thousands of them were just bought by the members just so they couldn't. Not everybody could have one, and they could. It could be less.
That is fucking awesome.
They got so much.
That
money,
is some
dude.
rich guy diabolical shit right there, dude.
Yeah,
that is good shit. That's why you get rich.
Exactly.
So you can buy out the U.S. Open so that people you consider undesirable will not walk on your lawn.
Yes.
Yeah, you get rich to avoid the pores. That's pretty well established.
That's right.
Great.
Yeah, like
good for them.
Doss.
I'll golf clap that.
When I mean, look, you get rich, you just buy out everything. I remember I saw this old reality show and Usher was in it, and he went to a store and he tried on a pair of jeans and he loved the jeans. Like, I want to buy these jeans, but I want to buy all of the jeans, all of this like version of jean you have because I don't want anyone else to have it. And he bought every single pair of jeans in that store.
Kanye used to do that too. Yep. Kanye.
There's
a video
jeans.
of Kanye doing the same thing.
But he didn't buy them out of the country though, right? So you could go to another store and buy those jeans. Or was this store so high end that they're only available in New York and Beverly Hills?
No, the idea is that you buy out the whole city that you live in so that no one in the same city is going to be rolling around in your jeans.
And they're just
Chris,
jeans. Wait, ironically, though, are they Kanye jeans?
No, this was before.
Or was he buying someone that, see, that's bad business, Kanye. Buy all your own shit.
This was before he had his own shit. This is when he was up and coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
It'd actually be worse business to buy your own shit, but go on.
I agree. Unless you just want to keep yourself afloat. I don't know if there's what the rules are for that, but yeah. So Usher did that when I went to Universal Studios for my brother's birthday. August 29th is his birthday. Shares a birthday with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson kicked out everybody at 6:00 that day. We all had to leave. because he had his birthday there. We left Universal Studios, and they were like, "Sorry, it's Michael Jackson's birthday today. He bought out the whole park. Everyone has to leave." And then like
Everyone over the age of 10 has to leave.
Jeez.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Matt.
You had to, but what the fuck, man? So yeah, I remember leaving and I saw the guest book. It was like the size of a phone book. I thought and there were just at tables with the guest book, and they just so they must have freaking raged so hard on Back to the Future that day. And that was it's just a rich person thing. Just kick everybody out. But anyway, Chris Januzzi, glad you got to go to the U.S. Open, and yeah, let us know how it was, man. And I miss Ray, and that seems like a place that he would be, and he should be. So there you go. Let's see here.
Yeah, quick question. When he says hospitality suite, that's nothing special, right? That's where everybody gets to go get beers and shit.
I don't think so.
Or his hospitality suite, did Ray Oldhofer get some
hookups,
some prime hookups? And
I believe
next did
Dawson.
Chris Januzzi get some prime hookups?
I believe the latter, Dawson, and I think that's why it's ironic, because I think the idea here is that Ray Oldhofer may not have an American Express, but he was in the American Express tent somehow. I think that was at least how
he might have, or he might have been a plus one, or he might have one. I mean, look, the American Express stuff, like you just look, everyone talks about the Centurion card, the black card, but really that platinum card gets you a lot of places. My brother had one, and he was able to get me into like Staples Center had a lounge there, so you just basically bought like a nosebleed ticket at Staples, and you could just go to the lounge and hang out there and had a great view. It's like a box, but with a restaurant in there, and you could just go watch the game there. Obviously, airport lounges. The perks.
Don't say airport lounges.
Sorry,
I'm starting to get
but
flashbacks.
But like that card will get you in a lot of places, and but the fee is like $600.
Does it, Chris?
Does
the black card get you?
It's not I'm not talking about the black card.
Normal human beings.
I did not bring this up.
But the it's like $600 a year, so that's the only thing. So if you get that card, you want to use those perks, you got to make sure it goes over $600.
That's some dough.
If
you use it right.
It's because
sure.
Even the thing Chris just said about the Lakers game, it's like you're basically getting a $500 to $1,000 ticket for whatever you pay for the nosebleed, right? So if you do the math that way, get in for $100, you're making $400 on that one ticket just in that one shot. So if you know what your perks are and how to exploit them, those cards are worth it.
Yeah, I mean, get me into the lounge at LAX. I'll get that $600 fee real quick. And also my cousin-in-law, I guess Jen's cousin, so he's military, and he told me that when you're military, you don't pay any credit card fees ever. So you can just get like any card you want. I thought that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he has that card, and he was telling me all the perks of it too. And I thought,
nice.
That's badass. That's badass. All right, Sharon.
That is badass.
Sharon Hales Severson. She writes, I have an Alaska update. Oh yeah, she was driving to Alaska. That's right. She made it. All right, hey, great.
Hey,
Sharon.
thank God.
Hey,
Severson.
I was worried.
So she says, Alaska update. We are here. We're taking the SUV, living in a rooftop tent, and traveling all over Alaska and Canada. Next stop, train to Anchorage, flight to Vancouver, and cruise the Inside Passage. Then we drive back through Washington and Idaho. We started in Texas. 6 weeks of beautiful scenery with my husband, son, and mother-in-law. Everyone needs to get here as fast as they can. Thanks for the shout out. My son loved hearing y'all talk about us, but seriously, more Hunger Dome. Oh, and she posted some really sweet pictures. There's like a moose and that car with a tent above it. It's pretty sweet looking too. Yeah, look, the tents above the cars is a cool thing. I like it. I'm all for it. Who wants to pitch?
I assume the car has to be stopped, right?
I mean, these are still pictures, but I don't know if this car's in motion or not. It could very much be going 60 miles an hour. And yeah, we have no idea. They're just pictures.
It's very productive. I mean, if you have one of those self-driving Teslas, just fucking, Can
you imagine?
Zip up.
Just go to camp out.
If I saw a Tesla with a tent on top of it.
on a bus.
Yeah, I would assume somebody's in there. Sure.
You're like, that guy is fucking living life.
Yeah, I think the tents above the cars are like to get away from for bears. Is that what it is? Like, why would you? Whoever thought, oh, let's sleep on the roof of this car? Old Westfalia, old Volkswagen.
Well, it wasn't made for bear things. Well, it could have been. It's just the convenience.
Chris, you're telling me you've never been on the freeway and looked at the top of a million cars and been like, I really need to put up a sleeping bag here. This is some comfy territory. You slept in a drawer, for Christ's sake.
In the last 5 years, yes, because I've seen some of these tents. And they're actually super nice. And they're some of them have like ladders to get up top to get up there. Like they're cool. They're fancy and they extend outwards. So there's so I have been looking more into roofs, but like I went camping for a bachelor party a few years ago. I just slept in the car. I just put the trunk down and just slept in there, and it was fine.
There you go.
So I don't know. There's but I do like the tent on top of the car. And the moose. You posted a picture of a moose. It's huge. I don't know how you got that.
I mean,
close to
that
moose.
alone, you should sign up for the Facebook group just to see the moose pic.
Yeah. Here. Or I can just share. No, not for the Facebook group. You know, I'm done giving it all away for those watching on YouTube.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. But
Don't get too aggro.
Oh, sorry, you're right. I was getting a little.
Just a warning. I've been there.
Were you getting aggro, Chris?
Matt is still coming
scarred.
down from his PTSD right now, from last time he got aggro, and he got called out, and he's still bummed. But no reason to be bummed, man. It's all good. In fact, Mike Saliba wrote into the Facebook group, and he says you inspired his first attempt at bonsai.
Bonsai.
Oh.
Look at these. Look at these beautiful
Wow,
trees.
look at that.
Giving it away.
I'll
Yeah.
give this one away because this is
Wow.
just art, right? I mean, Matt,
This is not. Is this good?
rate this. Look at this
I
bonsai.
liked
This-
it.
Mike
This is like-
Saliba. This
this
must
is
have
like he
taken
gave
you.
Mike, you are horrible at pruning. Stick to making watches, dude.
Dawson, describe the beautiful
it's
bonsai.
like
you're
you gave a
seeing.
fucking you gave a baby pine a bad haircut. What in the fuck? This is not bonsai, bro.
No, Dawson, I hate to disagree with
Oh.
you, but that's the thing with
Oh,
bonsai. You got to give
God.
it time to breathe. You got to let it be its own tree, and then you can tend to it. I think you're doing a stellar job.
Yeah,
Keep
me
up
too.
the good work, Saliba.
Oh, buddy.
This must have taken you a few
Oh
months.
God.
So it's impressive, and,
Definitely.
Wow.
and congratulations, dude.
I'm real sorry, pal.
It's real.
This is
It's
awful.
it's a real. It's real beauty. It's a real beauty.
That is awful.
Yeah. Good.
Well, I'm speaking of bonsais. I'm proud to say that Tobias, my bonsai tree, the Barbados cherry bonsai tree, successfully grew like 8 cherries, and they tasted fucking awful. They looked incredible. They were completely inedible though. But that thing's still going strong. It's looking beautiful. Been tending it all summer.
Right, and any tree could be a bonsai tree. So actually,
Bonsai.
like my orchards are all bonsai trees. Every tree here is a bonsai tree, and I'm actually planting a lemon tree now. I'm adding.
I'd
to
share a
the
pic, but you disabled sharing, Chris.
of your. Oh, I'll enable sharing for you, man. Because go ahead. I want to see Tobias. Matt's bonsai tree.
I'll find it. Keep talking.
He's been. So
Matt's over here talking shit about how you've disabled sharing, and he hasn't even found the photo yet.
Yeah, it's not queued up.
kidding
Let's
me?
be clear. Let's be clear. It's
wait. So
not
you clicked
queued up
share
at all.
first before you even had the picture ready?
I wasn't sure how it worked. StreamYard, you click share and then you find the picture.
How
You know
does-
what I'm talking about.
How does Zoom work? Is this a question from 2019?
Oh my gosh.
All right, fine. You know,
But I
what?
would-
Now I'm not going to share it.
No, you got it. You
Yeah,
can't do that.
um,
People are
fucking
watching on YouTube
Dawson.
want to
Fuck
see
you.
it. Yeah, Dawson's unbuttoning his pants right now. He's ready to
Yeah,
see
he's
his bonsai
done.
tree.
No,
I don't
he's
need
done.
I don't need to see it.
Ew.
Well, now I want to show it.
Of course.
Let's see.
this
While
is
Matt's looking for it, Donald Powell, he wrote and he says, "Sign up for Patreon and get the video tier if you want to see Kaylin outact Ace and a little more for the ladies." That's true. All agree, Donald. So what a great endorsement, because it was, that was a fun one. We shared a pretty funny video that actually pretty funny is an understatement. Oh geez, here we go. Matt's bonsai tree.
It's not a tree. That's a weed.
Oh, how
Yeah, dude.
dare you?
That's a plant,
God.
bro.
What
That's
are
a
those? Those are
plant.
cherries,
Those are fucking cherries.
dude. Those look delicious.
Yeah, they look delicious. They tasted horrible.
What? How
You know
those
what?
taste bad?
It was like all pit. It's like the pit just like falls apart and like comes into the meat of the cherry. You just couldn't get like
Ew.
a clean bite of like cherry meat. You know what I mean?
What kind of tree are you growing, dude? That's
Apparently a fucking
disgusting.
weed, according to my best friend
Wow.
Gary Smith. Jesus Christ, way to fucking
Wow.
shit all over the things that I care about.
I'm just trying to make Saliba feel better about himself.
So the
Wow.
the cherries are just for looks.
Well, I wasn't sure. You know, genetically, it's actually the same as an actual cherry tree. So theoretically, you should be allowed to enjoy the cherries. But, you know, it's also, this is the first year. Sometimes when you plant a tree, it takes a couple years for the fruits to become quality fruit. I feel like we need to stop talking about this because Dawson's going to fucking fall asleep. So,
Okay.
No,
All right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't disagree more because you brought out the word genetically, and I'm gonna need to know what kind of research went
Let me
into
tell you
this.
about
You're not a
trees and
fucking
genetics.
arborist, sir. So what the fuck do you mean genetically it's the same?
like a big cherry tree and a small cherry tree. They
Oh.
come from the same
Whoa, whoa,
seed.
whoa! Stop with your science words, man. Please explain
on.
this more in layman's terms.
Hold on, Chris. Let me just expound out here. I think what he's saying is that your son and me are the same kind of person because he's
Oh,
a little version and I'm the bigger version. Is that basically your logic here, Matt?
I'm just saying, size doesn't matter is really what I'm trying to say here. You know, it doesn't matter how big the tree is; it's still going to produce
it's the motion in
fruit.
the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
all the girls say too.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can do something
Well,
with
I
those
did not think
cherries.
it was possible for Dawson to hate me more, but just the fucking I
am-
can't tell which
I
of
am
this quadrants he's
fully-
looking at, but I think it's me,
I
and I
am
just see
fully
it
entertained.
burning. He's
Yeah.
burning a
I
hole
am
through the
fully
screen.
entertained right now.
The
I'm just running. I'm wondering. There's so many targets that I could direct all of this to, but I don't know which one it is. The
he's
fact
overwhelmed.
that you're doing a bonsai, the fact that it looks like a shrub that's undernourished,
Oh,
or the
yeah,
fact
it's
that
1
you're
year
taking
old.
the
It's like
time with
3
this,
months
the
old.
fact that you think it's gonna last
Hold on.
another year.
Dawson, let me jump
It's
in.
gonna
How about
last
the fact
another
that
year.
how
so
about the fact that
next
without a
year,
breath-
maybe they'll be better. There were 8 of them.
And
how about the
still-
fact that without a breath, Matt went from
I don't
it's
know where
1
to go,
year
dude. I
old,
don't know
it's
where to
3
go.
months old.
Yeah, Matt, how old is this tree? You can't just keep it getting young. He's like, it's 1 day old.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Um,
not sure exactly how old it is.
Yeah.
There's
It
so
doesn't
many
come with a birth
levels. There's
certificate,
so many
Gary.
levels.
The cherries look good. They look very similar to like a slot machine cherry.
Yeah, fucking
The-
ruby red, baby.
Ruby
Clearly comes with a
frickin' red.
genetics report.
Could we talk about like
Ancestry.
Tell me
There
about-
you go. And that's all worth it now.
tell me about the cherry blossom, Matt. Did you see the flower?
Oh yeah, you want to see a picture of that? I got pictures of that too.
Now all of a sudden you've got pictures on him.
All of a
Yeah, to
sudden
be totally honest,
he's
it's
ready. Yeah. Because cherry
It's
blossoms are
been
like a
fucking-
big deal, right? I only know this because of the Descanso Gardens
Sure.
in Pasadena when there was a line that
Mhm.
looked like 10 city blocks long. And it was just for that one day, and everybody's just waiting in line to go see the cherry blossoms at this garden. And
You know where
it was-
else they're very, very
like
popular
Coachella.
is the mall in Washington D.C. There's cherry blossom trees, cherry trees along all of those as well, if memory serves, and it's really beautiful.
An
Here's my,
undernourished
my shrub.
shrub, Dawson. Look at this. This is beautiful. Matt, you're doing such a good job.
Oh, look at that.
Are those exposed roots?
those.
What is that?
Yeah,
can
you're
do
supposed to
that?
expose the roots. That's part of it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's part of the deal.
I am Groot.
There you go. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's beautiful. Well, I'm glad
Beautiful.
that you've been keeping yourself busy, Matt. It's a wonderful tree. It's I don't think
Gotta
I've ever
fucking
s-
pass the time somehow.
Oh, wait. Busy? How much time? How much time are you passing pruning this tree? It's
Not
like
enough.
I mean, when
Needs to
you
be
really
pruned
get
more.
into it, man, what is it? A 2-day job? You got to get a couple of workers to help. You got to make sure you got garbage bags.
Let's
do
just
like
I mean, how
say
much time?
I do like the idea of Matt down at the Home
wanna know.
Depot, rolling down his window,
Yeah.
going, "I need two.
Right.
I need two.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Drywall? Nope. Got pruning shears.
it's been the happiest 12 hours of my
Mm.
life.
Now it's only a day old.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh.
Nicholas Duyvetter. we were talking about handkerchiefs last week, and he says, when I used to DJ or coordinate weddings, I always had a handkerchief for me in my back pocket and 1 and 2 in my shirt pocket for the moms, grandmas, sisters, bridesmaids. If they got teared up, they were so thankful for the chivalry. Good move.
That's smart.
That's smart.
That's
Yeah.
what's called cementing your tip.
Yeah. Oh, here. You pull them
I
aside.
need some more context with that phrase.
No, you don't, Matt. Not
Matt,
everything's gross.
family show. There's a family right now driving home from Alaska listening to us. And
Yeah, the
Matt,
mother-in-law is-
cementing the tip in another way had to do with super glue, and you never wanted it to happen to you.
yes. Nicholas says they're not that expensive, so even if I didn't get them back, benefits were still worth it. And I'd get tips at the end of the night, referrals, all that stuff, and quite a few numbers from the bride's friends. Yeah. Hey, single guys, go to the wedding. Just stuff your pocket with hanky. All right? I want that freaking pocket to be bursting at the seams. And just start giving those things out.
In your guys' experience, does the wedding DJ get chicks?
Dude, I've seen...
Because I always thought he didn't.
They could. Look, any guy could get chicks. I've seen a freaking taco guy at a party get a chick. Like, straight up, bang this girl in the
That's what I'm
car.
talking about, man.
Bang the girl
Alright.
in the car. I'll
That's
never
one of
forget.
Chris's
Wow.
stories.
I'll
Maybe
never
she wanted
forget it.
tacos.
I've heard that story no less than 5 times. That's a fantastic story, by the way. I did not
He's
think
a
we were going to tell it all here.
He's a freaking hero. But yeah,
I
so
gotta
whenever I
go.
think of taco guys, I'm like, I always tell people, I know a good one. I
Here's
know
what I
a good
would
one.
say, Dawson. If you have game in general, then yeah, the DJ at a wedding can definitely pull chicks, because a wedding, it's well known, is a target-rich environment. The girls are being surrounded, they're around happiness and
Respect
solid
all women.
relationships. I'm just saying, the single lady at a wedding is imagining herself maybe being the bride one day. So yeah, it's
Right. And that's what I'm saying. They're imagining themselves being the bride. They don't want to fuck the DJ.
I don't know. You ever seen Wedding Crashers? That documentary?
Yeah. Did the DJ get yeah, I don't quite remember the DJs being the stars of that movie.
No, but it just proves that it's an environment in which if you have a little game, that can go a lot further maybe than just at your average bar.
Yeah.
Right.
And like the DJ, you're controlling the room. Like oh my God, you could just plant ideas in the heads and then play the song later. Like, oh, you remind me of a song. That's already the opening line. If he sees he hands her the hanky. You remind me of a song, and then plays it later that night when the party's dying down.
God.
And then she like looks
That's
over like,
good.
was this a message for me?
No.
And he's playing it
Kevin
aloof.
Bacon pays off the wedding DJs at every wedding he goes to, pays them off right at the top of the ceremony after the reception. Pays them off not to play Footloose.
Really?
Good call.
I guess that
Oh,
would
yeah.
ruin his night.
Every single wedding. I'm not sure what he pays, but I would put the over under at like $200.
There was a
I
band.
mean, that's happened to him.
Is he? I don't know.
I'm just gonna sit here quietly, Chris. Go ahead.
Somebody go.
Okay, well, there was a video that went viral a few years ago where John Bon Jovi was sitting at a wedding. He's just sitting at the table. He's obviously a guest. I'm sure word got around. And the wedding band starts playing "Living on a Prayer," and they're just like the intro's going, and they're kind of and then the singer's like, "Tommy used to work on the dock," and then he starts walking up to John Bon Jovi's table, and John Bon Jovi's just sitting there, just like. And the guy's like motioning, like, come up, sing the song with us. And John Bon Jovi got up and sang the song with him after like by the first chorus. Is that
That's pretty
cringy
cool.
or is that
There's
awesome?
I don't know. I think it's pretty awesome. It's
really
a little
depends.
tough at a wedding when you're sort of impeding on his space. The one I like more that's similar is Billy Joe Armstrong recently was walking by a pub in London and he heard a cover band that was playing Green Day and he went in of his own volition and just started doing the vocals with them. That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
If you're not like the part where you're going up to somebody who's at a wedding, like presumably like this is a friend or a family member. It's like, I don't want to work. That's work.
Yeah, leave the guy alone.
Yeah.
You guys think there'll ever be a day where one of us walks into a bar and hears an episode of the Watercooler podcast and then just feels like, give me a microphone.
Just fill in on vocals.
Let me take it from here, fellas.
What do you think I did last
Chris
week?
will walk in and go,
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd have to really find the right moment, but I would totally do my guitar licks during if somebody covered the water cooler theme song and I happen to walk by, or maybe Friar Tuck's. So Sharon Hales. Oh, we already read her. She's
Nice callback.
Yeah, she already went to Alaska. But anyways, those are the comments. Oh, and Nicholas, by the way, before I get out of here with a hanky, says, people appreciate the extra care and attention. Something so little can go a long way. Needless to say, I had to turn customers down and couldn't keep up with their demand for bookings, though I always had someone I could refer them to. So, yeah, the wedding industry is something you want to get into. I hear it's
Good
cutthroat.
job, buddy.
I hear it's just really demanding. But if you can get in there, I mean, it's a great way to make a living. So good on you, Nix, and keep those hankies coming. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so anyway, those are our comments. Thanks to everybody for running. All right, now it's time for our food segment. So let's go and turn it over to Matt Fondelier, or should I say, Shay Fondelier.
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
It's on the menu.
I want to start today's segment by asking you guys a question. When does a French fry become a chip?
How do I leave meeting?
In London.
No. Yeah, it's
Strictly
Liverpool.
international. You have to
strictly-
fly over the border.
It becomes a chip either when you are in England or if it is next to a fried piece of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ireland.
I like that, Chris. I think that's a fair way to put it because I want to talk to you guys about fish and chips, which is
Not that accent, you're not.
Well, jolly good then.
That's better.
Shall I do the whole segment like this?
Righto.
Yes, yes.
This is better, yes.
Well, let me tell you, here in jolly old Austin, Texas, it's a little hard to cut. Oh, it says Australian now. I can't do it
You're
anymore.
Australian now.
Chris is the
Mike.
master of accents, so I shouldn't take his bit. But let me
Did you-
just say that we
Any
were
thoughts
looking.
on the matter?
Well, welcome to the fish and chips portion of this segment today.
Oh, good. My co-host is here.
Yes. Oh, hello, bloody
Hey.
co-host.
Oh, so
bloody.
good.
Oh, look at
Jolly
us.
good.
Wow. You guys should teach an international
Dawson, it's me. It's
class.
Chris. It's not.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Gosh, he's there. Oh.
It's me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not some rando
Boy.
British guy. that
I
just
mean,
came on
weird.
the show.
So at first, I thought some Australian guy was on, but now,
Now
No,
you know.
that was me the
know.
whole time. That was me the whole time.
yeah.
Fish and chips.
When you guys were kids, you guys like fish sticks?
Yes.
Oh.
I was not into
Yeah,
them.
until I was like 9, and then
until
I
9.
absolutely hated him at one point.
Yeah, I never had them. Like the idea of it just eked me out. I never ever had anything even remotely close to fish and chips until my honeymoon when we were actually in London town, jolly old London town to go see Shakespeare.
You were at my home.
In your home. Yeah, we went and saw a Shakespeare play, and we had fish and chips. And ever since then,
A
I've just been
Shakespeare play.
yeah, one of them Shakespeare plays. I've been just obsessed with fish and chips ever since then. So I looked, where in Austin, Texas can I find good fish and chips? And there's a place.
Well,
it's called the
where can you find
Baker.
good fish? Is there a lot of fish there?
Internet had
Maybe-
to have said go away.
First of all, Gary, go fuck yourself. I hope that was proper English. Second of all, Chris, maybe you'll recall on a recent patreon.com/watercooler episode, I gave a Michelin star to a seafood restaurant.
Oh,
So it
that's right.
actually is possible to get good fish.
You gave
out
them a
here.
digital star. They don't really have it, but it's fine.
That's true. That's true. But Baker Street Pub and Grill, I was told, based on all the lists, this is the place for the fish and chips. This is where you go in Austin, Texas for fish
Why
and
were you
chips.
craving fish and chips all of a sudden?
I'm not sure. It just seemed right. It just felt right.
Winding your way down to Baker Street,
Mm-hmm.
lying on
Someone's-
your head and dead on your feet. It's another sunny day. Spend the night away and forget about anything. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Woo! What's that, Gary?
Nothing.
All right, so it's called Baker Street. It's modeled after the real life Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if you've seen any of the documentaries about this very real
There is,
person.
hey Matt, Sherlock Holmes was the creation of Sir Arthur.
No,
Conan
it's real.
Doyle.
It's real. I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, no, it's
You've
not a
been
real dude.
inside the man.
I was there. I was at Baker
Yeah.
Street, the pub and
All the
grill. Where
all the
he went
waiters
in
all the waiters
Texas.
have big magnifying glasses.
221B Baker Street.
221B. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 221B
Okay, good,
Baker
good,
Street,
good,
right?
good. Yep, making sure you got it right. So this is actually a pretty spacious place, unlike the very real apartment of the very real Sherlock Holmes. This place had pool tables, had dartboards, had a little library
Heroin.
section. I did not see any heroin. I definitely was on the lookout for the heroin. There was a musical stage area, so perhaps when there's heroin, that is where it is to be found. But this place, basically, it's like bar food. They got the nachos, they got the wings, they got the sliders, the skins, the sampler plate. But what you going for are the fish and chips. 100% Alaskan cod, deep fried in beer batter with the chips, aka French fries. This is why I asked the question. They were pretty just regular French fries. In no way was I like, these are chips. And I don't really, that's what I was asking. Like, when is it actually a chip? Because I agree with you, Chris. It has to do
When
with
it's
its
doused-
proximity to fish.
Yeah.
Or if you're
When it's
overseas.
doused in salt and vinegar in the proximity of fish.
I think they
Then
just
it's a
call chips fries chips.
Yeah, they're fucking
Yes, they
French
do.
fries.
I
Yes, they
prefer
do.
if it's more of a steak fry. These were a little bit more like skinny fries, and that to me was like, that's
Well,
just
Matt,
not
I
quite
can
right.
tell you where you went wrong in the first place. You ordered fish and chips from a place that serves nachos as well.
Well, let me just tell you, the fish itself, it actually was quite delicious. It was a damn good fish and chip overall. Now you mentioned the vinegar. I did also want to ask you guys, when it comes to the fish and chips, are you a lemon and vinegar kind of person, or like a tartar sauce kind of person? Dawson, you sound like you're on the vinegar camp. I myself am a lemon and vinegar kind of guy. Gary, Chris.
I'm against lemon.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it comes
Yeah,
with the fish.
zero
and
lemon
you
on
just
any fish. That means you don't like
squid 'em.
fish.
Tell
True,
that
that's
to
fine.
every single fish and
I
chips
know, and every
I've ever
single
had in
one's
my
an
entire
idiot.
life.
Not
Yeah,
even
all right.
fish and chips.
Okay.
Every fish
Not
dish,
even in Shakespeare.
No,
All-
I understand. I understand.
fish needs acid.
understand.
That's you got to get it from like a citrus, like a lemon or a tomato, or I mean not tomato, but
Doesn't need an acid if it's cooked wonderfully.
Not
all
it's definitely
fish need
preferred.
lemon.
It's nice
And if
to
you
cut it
put,
with
if
some
you
acid.
just put lemon on fish before trying it, that's like salting. That's like somebody gives you a great steak, and the first thing you do is just dump salt on it.
I think it helps.
Yeah,
I
no
think
bueno.
I think adding the acid to a fish dish is very important.
So you're,
Mm,
but general,
you
you're
got it.
more in the vinegar camp than the tartar camp.
No, I'll do both. I love them both equally to the point where I'll just dump vinegar into my tartar sauce and just let's just do the
Oh,
suicide.
I've never done that
Chris.
before. That's
Everybody-
crazy.
No, you gotta
everybody
keep those. You
in
gotta
the
keep
pool.
them separated.
Everybody in the pool. We all came from the same
Now-
ocean here.
No, buddy. I'll switch. I will alternate. I'll go a tartar bite and then just a vinegar bite. But the fish does have vinegar on it when I dip it in the tartar. So I guess I combo that shit too.
Yeah, like
Now,
I put
Gary,
I
I'm
really put the
assuming-
vinegar more onto the fish, and I just like sprinkle it all on there. My hands get vinegary, and I'll dip that
Yeah.
vinegar not drenched, but vinegar dressed fish or chip into the tartar sauce, and I get best of both worlds, baby.
Gary, I'm
I'm down
assuming
with
you're.
that, but it's not every time.
I'm assuming you're like an A1 guy, or like a ketchup guy. Where are we at?
Well, you're almost right. So what I would do is similar to how Chris dumps the tartar sauce or the vinegar into the tartar sauce. I would dump the fish into the trash and then look for some ketchup to eat the French fries. Because fish
Well
and chips
done.
is fucking disgusting.
Well, you've never been to jolly old London town.
Oh,
It's
usually
like
you would-
Shakespeare.
You would love our dish. It
It's
is a
straight
wonderful
from the
dish.
river.
Matt, here's the thing. I will tell you, I've been to London
Crikey.
numerous times and I've tried fish and chips from numerous places. I would like to like it. I know that it's the thing they do. I've had multiple people tell me like, no, you just haven't been to the right place. I'm going to take you to the right fish and chips place. And I mean, in general, English food is dog shit, but fish and chips does not save the day.
True.
It's
Fish and chips is the only redeeming factor, but it does not save the day.
I love fish and chips. I strongly disagree, but there is one thing about fish and chips I hate, Matt, and is I feel like dog shit after I'm done eating it. Like I can't, like I don't feel good after eating it. I feel shitty.
It's a lot of grease.
I think
You're
it's
eating
a lot of grease. It's very
It's very
fried.
heavy.
Here's the
Heavy
thing:
on
if
the
you want,
gullet.
if you want me to eat something that's fried atop French fries, then give me some chicken tendies, baby. I'm good to go. Fucking call it a day. America, USA.
Well, it's
We
going to
got
be hard.
out here in the valley. We got Ireland's 32, which is just over the border in Van Nuys. And that's a good Irish pub. And two things they do awesomely: shepherd's pie and fish and chips. And I won't eat fish and chips anywhere else. So damn good.
Nice.
So good.
Well, as I was saying before, I'm definitely more in the vinegar camp. I generally don't really like the tartar sauce, but they had like a homemade tartar sauce here, and it was freaking delicious. So I may have to change my opinion on that. I'm definitely going to be trying it at future restaurants. Last thoughts here. The fish and chips, the way I've traditionally had it served, is with peas. And this place did slaw. And it felt like a slap in the face. Where do you guys come down?
It's
on
called-
it? How do you feel about
It's
peas?
not- Matt, did you order fish and chips and peas? No, you ordered fish and chips, and that's all you should get. Fish,
Oh, really?
chips.
Yeah,
I have never had
there
it.
shouldn't be a
with-
freaking.
I've never gotten it
vegetable-
with anything
No
else.
vegetable anywhere near it. Okay.
Nothing
All right.
Nothing.
green.
Yeah, fish, chips.
It's
done.
England. England doesn't have any green food. That's why they only eat
There are-
potatoes and fish.
Exactly. That's exactly why. There
I'm
are no
serious.
vegetables
You
in
can't
England.
grow.
Chris,
You
they
can't
don't
grow
have
anything there.
peas.
You can't grow anything there.
Chris,
No.
you are playing a dangerous game, friend. You've already declared that there's no blue food. You want to declare that there's no green food in England?
No green food in
Chris
England.
Loxamana with your fucking
Yeah,
objections.
you know, but their green food is like leeks and shit.
Yeah.
You know? It's not even good standard vegetable. Try to get a piece of broccoli in jolly old England.
Well, let me just
don't
tell
think-
you.
Yeah, the broccoli over there's like caviar.
Again.
It's really renowned. You can't just get it anywhere. I hear you have to
Right.
get it like in the black market, the
Right.
green market.
Well, again, I like to have the peas. It was served with slaw, which I did not partake in. So all I had were the fish and chips, which I suppose is the traditional way to do it based on this conversation. So
yeah.
yeah, it was fine. It was pretty
Yeah.
good. I will say that when I get the craving for fish and chips again, which will probably happen
You're not going
sometime
back there.
later this summer. No, I will go back there. I will definitely go back there again.
Yeah.
But
You asked
you
for
know.
peas this time.
I might see if they have peas. Exactly.
Oh my god. You
But go
just-
ahead. I agree with Gary. Send your pictures of green food from London to Chris at Chris Loxamana, and that's what's on the menu.
All right.
What about the danger factor, dude? Was there a danger factor?
Good call. Good call. I felt pretty safe there. It didn't even occur to me.
Oh, the
Even you
slaw
mentioned-
didn't
the
phase you?
dangerous thing. The
Yeah, it wasn't
dangerous
dangerous,
part. The dangerous part was that they served fish and chips and nachos, and
Yeah.
you ordered the fish and chips.
Well, actually, that something else I realized I mentioned earlier. There was a
That is
dartboard.
dangerous.
If you were trying to go near
Oh,
the
okay.
restroom, you might be impaled by an errant dart. So danger scale moderate to low, but I suppose not non-existent.
All right. Well, no
That's-
danger.
That's on the menu. Yeah. That's
So
on-
no Michelin star for that place. But Matt will be returning. Maybe he can get it somewhere else. All right. I mean, at a different time. All right. Well, anyway, that was Chez Fond du Lac. Nice job, Matt. Beautiful.
Good job, Matt.
Yay!
Wonderful job, my fellow
That was
Englishman.
almost as good as your
Good on ya.
bonsai.
All right. Now it's time to go around and get our plugs in. I will start over there with my fellow Englishman, Matthew Fond du Lac. It is your turn to
well,
suggest
thank
what people
you.
should check
Thank
out.
you.
Yes, of course.
Well, first of all, we've got our patreon.com/watercooler. Hope I'm pronouncing that properly. And if you're into true crime, I got so much true crime going on here. First of all, I am producing and I'm on air on a show called The Presumption. It's happening every single week. And you should check out that show. I'm shaking my head. I don't know why I'm on air with them, but they want me to be on air with them. So I'm on air with these two defense attorneys. And
What accent are you
Dawson
using?
passed out. No accent work on that show. It's a little more
Yeah.
serious.
Not
Come on,
interested.
dude. Then are you really on the show?
Yeah, that's true. So that show's called The Presumption. So please subscribe. That would mean a
Yeah.
lot. And then also, True Crime Sword and Scale Rewind. One of my episodes is coming out on Thursday. It's about a real life exorcism, and it's one of the most fucked up cases I've ever worked on before. It's gonna upset a lot of people. So if you really want to fuck up your day, I promise you it will. Sword and Scale Rewind this Thursday.
Thanks,
Nice,
man. I will make
nice.
sure to check that out. All right, Gary, so what you?
Yeah, don't do it. Don't, Chris, do not.
I would say let's go ahead and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. We do a lot of fun stuff over there, an extra episode every week. There's movie nights if you're so inclined. There's meetups where we all hang out on Zoom and you know, spill some tea, I guess is the way the kids are saying it. But yeah, that's the best and only way to support us for right now. So please go do that. We take it very seriously and we appreciate all your support. And yeah, we really love you guys. So thank you very much.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, thank you. And yes, he will be spilled. All right, Doss, how about you?
Comedy show Friday night, comedy chateau. Doing all 100% new stuff Friday night, 7:30 free tickets with code Mike D. Follow me at Los Angeles and get your ass out to North Hollywood for fun times.
Boom.
Friday night.
All right, Friday. Look, Dawson's doing a lot of stand-up. I love it. And then as for me, this Saturday, I'll be at 25 Degrees in Huntington Beach playing all night long. And July... the third Saturday of July, which is the 15th, I will be playing.
Not the 3rd of July, but the third Saturday of July.
The third July from now, I will be the third Saturday. July
3 years
15th,
from now.
I will be playing at 25. No, what is it called? On the Rocks in Long Beach. On the Rocks in Long Beach. So there you go. Playing all night long.
God,
Come
could
out.
not be a more confusing plug.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Just look. If look, you had fish and chips. Now it's time for bangers. So come out to my show.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
And mash.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. That will do it for Watercooler. We'll be back for Patreon later this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. We love you. We love you. Goodbye. Woo, 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 woo.